Are you ready to let go of things that weigh you down so that you can plan for the next 12 months with a positive and deliberate mind? Hi everyone, it's Ota Osese and welcome to my web series. So this is our last episode for the year, and today I'll take you through a timely and effective guide to jumpstart the new year without your old negative baggage. We've all been faced with one challenge or one disappointment after another this year. And most of us, including myself, are ready for 2020 to be over more than any other year. But there's a simple quote by Joel Osteen that says, "Don't waste your pain." You see, how you respond to your life's troubles will go a long way towards whether or not you ever develop bravery, ever develop strength, ever develop compassion for yourself and others, and ever gain sanity and dignity. Truth is, pain and suffering provide us with an opportunity to grow and change in ways that are not possible when life is easy. And adversities such as those we've experienced in 2020, whether globally or as a nation or in our personal lives, are opportunities to become braver, more patient, more humane, and more humble. Now, in spite of all these challenges, it's our perspective that will define not only what we see, but also what we feel, how we act, what choices we have at our disposal, and whether we are going to feel hope or despair. Let me ask you, how different is your life going to be 12 months from now? Look, if you want to make exciting progress in 2021, you need to tweak some things in your life, and you'll need to constantly create peak experiences in order to change and grow. You know, those moments that create deep wonder, appreciation, and a transformation in how you see yourself and the world around you. However, in order to do that, you need to let go of old emotional baggage and unpleasant residual priorities. And that is the secret to overcoming your limiting beliefs and finding peace of mind and in your life going into the new year. The thing is, dwelling on thoughts such as self-doubt or pity or guilt or regret or fear is one of the easiest things to do. But if you're ready to move forward intensely into your future, it's time to start creating a different movie and change your orientation about your past. Now here's what I've done. I've put together some strategies along with straightforward action steps to help you leave behind your negative emotions from past experiences and make the shift you need to be unstoppable in 2021. So grab a pen, a notepad, and your favorite beverage, and let's get to work. Strategy number 1, bounce away the negative thoughts. Each and every time you start focusing on the negative, such as the time you were fired from your job, or the time you had an argument with your spouse or your partner, or any other negative event, switch to a positive topic immediately. This is so important because the process you go through by focusing, remembering, and defining yourself around your emotional baggage spills over. And before you know it, everyone begins to see you that way. The best thing about replacing negative thoughts is that your positive thoughts then define you. And then you become a person who is good at growing or recovering or finding freedom. We'll begin right now by bouncing away your negative thoughts from the past year. So ask yourself the following questions. Question 1, do my thoughts represent my reality? Question 2, what kind of thoughts make up the majority of my thoughts? Question 3, how can I turn these negative experiences into positive lessons that will better my life? Then write down at least 5 lessons that your most nagging negative experiences have taught you in 2020. When you're done, write down one thing you can do differently the next time those negative thoughts come up to likely have a better outcome. Strategy number 2, master your emotional baggage. Get to know and embrace the emotional baggage weighing you down for what it is and where it comes from. See, there are different types of emotional baggage. For someone, it's a stressful family situation like a divorce. For another, it's a mental health condition. For someone else, it's an abusive relationship. And the list goes on and on. Spend time getting to know the specific pain and suffering you're dealing with, and then remove yourself from the pain that it continues to cause you every day. Learn how to live with and manage your emotions in the moment so you can take control of your own happiness. Now let's make sure that you're putting on your boss pants the right way. So for each of your fundamental negative emotions, which for example could be anger or jealousy or fear or any other one, write down one thing you need to start doing and one thing you need to stop doing to let go of those negative emotions. For example, if you're constantly stuck in the dangerous cycle of comparison, you could write, I'll start being more grateful for the things I have, like my home, my family, and my friends, and I'll stop comparing myself to others negatively. Strategy number 3, get to know and accept yourself. Getting to know ourselves is how we learn how to master our emotions. Every human being has a unique expression of the same emotion. Now, self-acceptance is everything if we need to heal and forgive ourselves, but it's also one of the toughest skills for us to master. To know yourself and master your emotions, take time to understand your feelings, where they come from, and why you're feeling them. You can then shift your energy towards the future instead of wasting it on the past. In truth, we do not feel good when we dwell on the bad things about ourselves. In fact, we end up beating ourselves up and on the negative stuff, which will inevitably drag down our strength. When you're intentional about getting to know and accept yourself, you will discover who you want to be and what you need to do every day to be that person. Now, for your life and work, write down who you want to be, what goals are going to help you function with your identity, and one regular action that will help you achieve your goals. Strategy number 4, learn how to forgive yourself and others. In order to break the recursive loop of shame that has you in your self-destructive patterns, you have to forgive yourself first. But you have to do it completely, and you must do it from the roots. Recognizing our mistakes and coming back from them in a way that helps us to forgive ourselves while giving others the understanding they need to forgive us is what distinguishes positive people from negative people. Practicing forgiveness for yourself and others will empower you to connect with your innately loving nature and help you embrace your humanity, which is the one thing that we all struggle to accept more than anything. No one else can do it for you, so stop denying yourself. Holding on to resentment or bitterness will leave you trapped in a loop of negativity, no matter who it's directed at. It's all right to feel angry, and it's okay to say you or the person who hurt you messed up. But there's a distinction between anger and blame, and neither of them serves us long term. One thing that makes us imperfect, vulnerable, and beautiful creatures we are is being human. So give yourself and others the forgiveness you need to flourish in this next phase of your life. Now, what we're going to do is make sure that we've got this covered. So write down everything hurtful that has happened to you and everyone who has done something to you that you can't forgive, including yourself. Now choose one person or group of people that you want to focus on forgiving. A great place to start is with yourself, because there's always something we blame ourselves for since we're with ourselves the most. A point to note though is that everyone evolves at their own pace, so it's perfectly okay to do this at your own pace. Next, admit your feelings and write them down. The truth is, there's a part of you that has been hurt by these actions, and you might feel afraid, ignored, lonely, unappreciated, worthless, or inadequate in some way, particularly if you were much younger when these painful experiences happened. So have a conversation with yourself and ask God to help you. You will notice that when you go through this back and forth conversation with yourself and God sincerely, over time, you will begin to feel understood, recognized, heard, embraced, and loved. Now, letting go of your emotional baggage is a process that requires time, dedication, and radical action. But doing so will help you feel so good as you step into 2021. So if you haven't already, I warmly encourage you to take action on all the strategies I mentioned in this video. Your future self is going to be grateful you did. Now tell me, what emotional baggage do you need to let go of? And why is it important that you manage your emotions? One more thing, What's one way you can deal with your nagging negative emotions today? Let me know in the comments below. As usual, to get more insights and ideas from me, head over to otaosese.com and let's discuss it there. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and I would really appreciate it if you share this video with your friends and loved ones. And if you want to get my latest updates and more valuable resources to become and deploy your best self in life and business, plus some inspiring content from me for subscribers only, go to otaosese.com and sign up for email updates. Be mindful and stay grateful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.